What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry for this green cast. I don't know what this is. I guess at night it turns green in here. But if you're new to my channel, I am Elizabeth Wanzi, and like and subscribe because every week we upload new content on growing a photography business and how to do that in a way that aligns with your values and your life and doesn't burn you out. So this one specifically, as a professional photographer, I'm sure you know that providing quality photographs is really, really important. But do you also know that client experience is equally as important, and you should be working on that as much as you do in the art of photography? Now, what I typically see is people will hazardly okay, I've delivered the photos and then it's kind of done. And today specifically, I want to talk about exceeding expectations and over delivering in general, why it's important for your photography business, and how it sets you apart from all of your other competitors. Because let's be real, the market is extremely saturated. As of 2023, it's getting even more saturated. That's not a bad thing. Saturation means that there's actually a market for it, but you do want to stand out. And because of market saturation, you want to do everything you can to stand out with your brand and your company. So we do that by over delivering. Before I dive into this, I wanted to let you know that we have an amazing masterclass. If you haven't already, make sure you sign up for it. It's completely free. It's 4 steps to booked out with premium clients. It's something that I specifically specialize in. And it's amazing, and you'll walk away with a ton of free value for your business and things you can actually work on after it's done. Okay, so when I'm talking about over delivering, I think typically it sounds like, oh, you need to do something extravagant. And that's not really the case at all. I don't believe you need to be extravagant in your client experience. But I wanted to go over some ways that you can over deliver in your photography business that are simple, they're minimal cost, some of them are completely free, and they will be so helpful in helping you stand out to that client so that you not only provide the amazing photos, but then the client experience is just like the cherry on top, and they can't help but refer you to all of their friends. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get into a few ways that I believe you should be over delivering in your photography business. First is being responsive. Now, being responsive is an obvious, I think, thing, but for us, being responsive is responding to every single email that we get from our clients or prospective clients within 24 hours, no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to stay on top of your emails, and you have to make it prompt, because I can't even tell you how many times I have had a client say, oh my gosh, you just got back to us so fast. Wow, you're so organized, you're so professional. We just really appreciate it. So this is something that is completely free that you can do. Make sure that when somebody hits you up in your inbox, what I like to do if I can't get to it right away is I'll typically star it. And then that reminds me when I go in, usually the next day, to just go back and make sure I get to that email. That 24-hour window is a really great industry standard, because a lot of times I'll go through other photographers' websites just as part of the job, and they'll say wait up to 48 hours, sometimes 72, or whatever the next 24 hours is. And so that's just a really easy way to over deliver and stand out and let your clients know that you appreciate them and you are on top of things. The second thing that we love to do is gifting our clients. We do this by a service called BoxFox. I'm going to go ahead and leave a little walkthrough video here. Okay, so I wanted to show you how awesome BoxFox is. We've been using BoxFox for our gift boxes for about 6 years now for our photography business. And no, I'm not affiliated with them or anything, even though BoxFox, send me a holler. But I just think they're amazing. And this is one of the questions I get all the time from our students inside Roadmap to Booked. So I thought it would be helpful to show you a company that's tested and approved by us, that we love, that also is aesthetically really pleasing and just makes it really easy to surprise your clients if you decide that you do want a gift. So like I mentioned, there's two ways that you could do a box box. You can do the ready to ship, which is the pre-made boxes, or you can do build a box box. So to keep it simple, we're just going to do the ready to ship. And there's different options here. This is what I always like to say for box box or just gifting specifically. Typically, if you're wanting to spend, we typically spend about 100, I would say 100 to 125 on gifting. But that's also built into our pricing. So I always tell people just build it into your pricing, if that's something that you feel like you're struggling with coming up with. But they have so many pretty options, like this one right here is just a simple thanks. They have glowing greens. I obviously wouldn't do anything like thinking of you. We've actually sent these a few times when I was just starting my business out at $36. And what else? I wouldn't actually send like a pamper because typically we like to have things in there for the couple, not just for the bride. So Pop Fizz Clink, this would be a really cool one. Time well spent, something blue, that's fun. Like I wouldn't send for the bride because again, I want the couple to enjoy it. Happily Ever After, this is a bit expensive even for us. So I definitely wouldn't do that. That would be something maybe for like a close friend or something like that. Giving back. Yeah. So, I mean, there's plenty of options in here to be able to send to a couple to say thank you. And then what I love is, let's say we're going to send them this Merci box. Look how beautiful their boxes are. So they have that option or they have this option, and just the way they package everything's really well done and looks really high end, which we love. And you can choose which box you want. So like there's the original cream, which is this one, and then the matte black. And then my favorite thing after that is you get to pick a card and they will actually handwrite it for you. So you just say your message, you pick a card. Once you've picked the card, you're going to say your message and then add it to your cart, have it shipped over. I think it's like $10 to have it shipped. They will handwrite the message, and it's just a really beautiful way to over deliver, to add to that client experience, and really just set yourself apart from what they are expecting from you. So hopefully that was helpful. And hopefully you guys start sending some gift boxes to your clients. We do like to use customized ones based on what works specifically for us. But before we were doing custom, we were doing pre-made ones, and that was equally well received. So I think, it's just really nice to not expect a gift from one of the people that you hire for your wedding, but to be able to get that anyway in the mail and just exceed expectations. You're just delivering that like surprise, that wow, that, oh my gosh, they totally didn't have to do that, but how amazing that they did. The reason that I like BoxFox too is because you can actually literally, they literally have a gift for everything. So they have a gift for like bridesmaids, and they have a gift for upcoming couples. And I would say they're pretty reasonably priced based off of the aesthetic, how they look. They're very on brand for my company. They look very high end. And they just make it really easy to send something over, let them know you appreciate them, and then exceed expectations always. So the next thing that we always like to do is we like to deliver ahead of schedule. So in my business, delivering ahead of schedule looks like sending over a preview photo, or it looks like delivering photos earlier than we said we would. So you always want to manage expectations right up front with your clients, and once they are expecting something, that's when you kind of hit it at the ballpark, and then you exceed expectations by doing something earlier or faster or whatever. So in this case, when we're delivering their images ahead of schedule, they're expecting it, at XYZ point, and we're delivering it way earlier, and then reminding them that it's early in a gentle way. And that really is just like, dang, like they did this, they did this, they did this. And now on top of that, they're delivering beautiful photographs and they're delivering it way earlier than I could have ever expected. I mean, this is just like out of the ballpark service. And so again, these are free ways. All it takes is your time, and besides the gifting one, to really just wow the client, exceed expectations, and over deliver. And then one of the last ones is personalizing, right? So we personalize our service for every single client that comes through the door. So everybody that books at Ian Weddings gets a personalized service, customized and tailored to them specifically. What that means is we're sending out multiple questionnaires throughout the process of after they book us so I can get to know them. That means on the consultation call, I'm getting to know them as well as humanly possible. I want to understand their nuances. I want to understand what they like to eat for dessert. I want to understand what made them fall in love. All of these things so that the service, what we're sending them, what we're doing for them, what we are even adding to their collections, all of that stuff is extremely personalized to them. It's not a one size fits all thing. And I think that really helps with charging in the premium category as well, because not only are we over delivering, but we're personalizing everything to each of the couples that walks through the door, so that not only is the service personalized, but the photographs tell their story beautifully because we understand and took the time to understand them so well through our screening process, through our consultation process, and through our questionnaires throughout their experience before their wedding day. And then the last one is just showing appreciation. Again, this is a completely free way to just exceed expectations again. Even if you just sent like a simple thank you card after you did an engagement session with them, or you could even just send an email after you did an engagement session with them. But something that you send right away, just letting them know, thank you so much again for picking us. We are so grateful and so excited to continue working with you, or that we finished up your wedding and just so excited to send over some more photos when we're ready. Sorry, Allison, I have to wipe this. And we're just so excited to send you more photos when they're all ready, and just leave it at that. I mean, really, a thank you goes a long way. I think that you can't say it enough. I obviously you don't want to sound desperate, right? But saying thank you, sending thank you notes after the right points, instead of just going, oh, like we did a photo shoot, okay, I'll send them the photos when it's ready. Or, oh, we did their wedding, cool, that was fun, I'll just send them the stuff when it's ready. You really just want to use those points to connect a little more, to over deliver a little more, and to show up in their inboxes or their mailboxes a little more and keep those connection points going. And another bonus tip, by the way, is, and I've heard of like tons of other photographers doing this, we've also tried doing this in our own photography business, is by just keeping track of the date they got married, and then 1 year later you can just send them like a happy anniversary email. Nothing's needed from it, nothing's wanted from it, but it's just another way to hopefully stay top of mind and just let them know that you're thinking about them and you appreciate them, and you didn't fall off the face of the planet and neither did they. And I think that's really, really well received. And honestly probably helpful when they have friends who are looking for photographers as well. So it's a win-win, because in over delivering, you are making people extremely happy. You are taking the load of a little bit of stress off their plate. You are surprising, you are delighting, you're doing all of these things that are bringing joy and ease to their life. And then for you, in doing that, you're also likely creating this amazing customer experience, which in turn typically leads to them referring you to other clients. So I would love to know in the comments, are you over delivering in your business today? And if not, which one of these tips are you going to be doing in your photography business? If not all, which one like really stood out to you? And seriously, if you have not already written that down, go ahead to elizabethwanzi.co/masterclass. We have a completely free, totally amazing 4-step method masterclass. If you are struggling to get booked out, if you are struggling to charge premium prices, this masterclass is going to blow your mind. It's going to shift a lot of blocks for you and help you learn the steps you need to get to the next level. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.